You rocking with PetTeaBlog.com.
I can't be on the PetTeaBlog.
Oh, Petty.
So they already know that I'm dropping the T.
Oh my God, it just hit me. Petty and T. I was so dumb.
So let's get right into it. Garbiella Dehoyos, a 21-year-old pregnant mother of 3, which means mother of 4 if you include the baby that she was carrying, was riding passenger on Monday, March 13. Her boyfriend was driving. Her 3 children were all in the backseat along with another man when they were on the west of St. Anthony Avenue in St. Paul and was at a stoplight when a silver Ford sedan pulled up behind them and then next to them. And the next thing you know, the driver, her boyfriend, saw a handgun pointed in his direction, so he ducked, and then boom, he heard the window shatter, so he knew the man fired the weapon, but the bullet hit his girlfriend in the head. And I do want to point out that the boyfriend said that he recognized the driver and knew him by his street name of Pauly P. His real name was Paul Harris. So yeah, Dehoyos' distraught boyfriend pulled up to Regions Hospital's emergency room about 5 p.m. Monday, and she was immediately taken into surgery, but it was determined that she had no detectable brain activity, and she passed away the next day on Tuesday night. That's awful.
The boyfriend immediately steered the car to nearby Regions Hospital, but Gabby wouldn't survive.
And if y'all are wondering where they were all going and how far along she was, well, they were coming from Chuck E. Cheese, and she was 7 weeks pregnant. That's crazy.
Gabby, her boyfriend, and those 3 kids of hers, all under the age of 4, were coming from Chuck E. Cheese.
Now back to the loser who's responsible. The police determined that the suspect with the street name of Pauly P was Harris.
The alleged gunman here, 24-year-old Paul Harris.
Cell phone records showed a phone connected to Harris was traveling in St. Paul in the area of the shooting at the time of the incident. They took him in. He's being held in Ramsey County Jail. He told police that he didn't know anything about a shooting and said that his girlfriend dropped him off at work at 7 a.m. and then his grandma picked him up when he finished at 11 or 12 and doesn't remember anything after that. Wow. But a traffic camera corroborated the information that Dehoyos' boyfriend gave police. It showed a sedan slow down and make an erratic maneuver toward the victim's sport utility vehicle. The victim's SUV pulled all the way to the right to get around other vehicles waiting at the red light, and the sedan pulled to the right side of the victim's vehicle, to which the SUV turned left in front of stopped vehicles and nearly crashed. But let Pauly P tell it, he doesn't know of any shooting. Wow, so that goes to show that even when someone gets caught red-handed with evidence and witnesses and on camera, they still will lie. Just wow. And let me not forget to mention that he was on supervised release, meaning an additional term of supervision that must be completed after a person completes his or her term of federal custody. Unbelievable, right? He was better off still behind bars.
Paul Harris has been charged with second-degree drive-by murder.
The motive behind it has not been determined yet, but as you can see, this crazy-looking boy is acting like it wasn't him. Sadly, the boyfriend seemed to have been the target, and the pregnant mother lost her life. And the worst part about it all is that when she was shot, one of her kids in the back seat was covered in her blood. Wow, that's so traumatizing and sad. And we'll keep these children in our thoughts and prayers. Rest in peace, Garbiella Dehoyos and her unborn baby.